So I just did a video on some things the horse carriage ban bill 967, intro 967 does and does not do. And I did a video on why it's stupid to call it Ryder's Law. Now I'm going to do a video responding to the mayor's tweet yesterday, where he said we should pass this bill to protect the carriage horses. Now what this bill actually does, it's a scout here, he'd like to participate. Hey, taking nibbles of me. What the bill does is removes the protections from our carriage horses. So some of the protections they have now, which it would remove, are things like when it hits 80 degrees with high humidity, 89 degrees Fahrenheit, our horses don't work. If this bill goes through, wherever they wind up, there's no regulation for the temperatures that they can work in or not work in. They can be worked in 110 degrees, which would not be a great idea, but no law against it. Other than generally that you do what's safest, best for your horse, and you can't abuse a horse and everything. There's no specific law about that. Right now, our horses cannot work below 19 degrees Fahrenheit when it is cold out, and that would be gone. Horses could work when it was below 20 degrees if they wanted, or whatever. Our horses have to get a blanket while they are standing when it is 40 degrees. Right now, that protection would be gone under that bill. People could leave their horses out with no blanket at all. May not be a good idea in certain temperatures. If they don't grow in their winter coat that well, or they're clipped or something like that, or it gets very, very cold, that protection would be gone. Our horses have to be seen by an equine veterinarian at least 2 times each year. Of course, if a medical emergency comes up, they're seen more. We do have a vet that visits our stable every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, he comes to our stable and check on the horses. That would be gone. But by law, they have to be seen at least twice a year. That protection would be removed if this bill goes through. There wouldn't be any law that said someone's horse had to be seen by a vet. There's no minimum requirement for that. Our horses also get a rain sheet when it's 55 degrees or below in wet weather. That protection would be gone. Our horses are overseen by 5 city agencies to ensure that everyone's doing the right thing. Our horses cannot work more than 9 hours in a 24-hour period, and work is defined as the time they spend coming and going from the stable in the park and just standing around here. This is work. Doing absolutely nothing, relaxing. It's considered work. So all the breaks between rides and eating and drinking and all that, that's part of that 9 hours as a maximum. Of course, it can be much less. Usually only do a couple hours of work a day. But that protection would be removed. These horses, if someone wanted, against the law, they could work the horse for 20 hours a day. Don't think someone would, but that protection would be removed with this bill, not added. Our horses have to have their hooves trimmed and have shoes put on every 4 to 6 weeks. These horses would not have to have a hoof trimming. They could grow long and, affect that horse pretty poorly, by law anyway. That protection would be removed. Our horses could wind up in a really tiny stall. Right now, the law says that they have to have a large enough box stall that they can lay down and turn around in. That protection would be removed. I don't really feel like going through the entire administrative code for our horses. Those are just a few of the basics on there. Our horses also, they have to go on pastures at least 5 weeks per year. That would be removed. There's no protection for them if this bill goes through. They could technically just be put in a stall and live the rest of their life there, never taken out by law. Anyway, I don't think someone would do that. Why would someone do that? But yeah, that's really what the bill does. It removes all the protections that the carriage horses have now, and that's just one of many, many reasons why it's a bad bill that should not be supported.